Good morning and welcome to Mishna Yomi. We're learning Masechah Sheviis, Perek Gimel, Mishnayos Aleph and Beis. Let's start with Mishnah Aleph. Amosai Motziin Zvolim Lash Basos. Now we're transferring over to Shemitah itself, the year of Shemitah itself. Previous two prokim we're talking about Tosefah Shemitah, what you can do to your land before Shemitah. Here we're talking on Shemitah itself. You want to take out garbage to your land. This is I don't know if it's common nowadays. They have a concept called fertilizer. A lot of people fertilize a lot with the dung of animals, human dung, maybe also could fertilize. It smells really bad, but it helps the plants grow. You're not doing it for that purpose. You have nowhere else to put your garbage. I guess there's dung, there's diapers. I don't know what you have in your garbage. It's disgusting stuff. You want to put it in the middle of your field. So, is this a problem of doing malacha? One of the sort of a zevel. If you actually manured your field, you put fertilizer, the fertilizer you buy in the store, you put in your field out, and maybe in Israel rice, so they're abundant. We'll talk about that. It's definitely also to do on Shemitah, but here you're not doing it for that purpose. You're doing it because you want to get rid of the garbage out of your house. You know, a place to put it, right? So they said, I'll put it in my field, and eventually, I'll use it in the eighth year for Zevel, or someone will take it. Well, get rid of it, whatever. They didn't have garbage men back then. I don't know. So, Miyivshaku, you're allowed to actually bring it to your field. Miyivshaku ovde avoda divrei meir. Meir says once the people who do malacha on Shemitah, right? We know in Eretz Yisrael, a lot of the farmers give up their fields on Shemitah. They sell it to a guy, and some of them actually don't listen to the halacha. They're over avera. Some gear says ovde avoda. They do malacha during Shemitah. So when those people stop doing avoda, they stop planting, right? You only plant the first half of the year. In the winter, you're going to do your planting, and then it's going to grow. The rain's going to come. It's going to grow, and it'll grow and harvest at the end of the summer. It'll grow in the beginning of the summer, harvest at the end of the summer. So the people start doing work, threshing their fields, plowing their fields. Then it doesn't look. It's bad marasai. It doesn't look like you're doing it to work your fields. Then it's okay. Rabbi Yehuda Omer Mishiyivesh Hamato. He agrees also you could take it out as long as the garbage got dried out. It got dried out to the point where it doesn't look like I guess fertilizer is moist garbage would be better to fertilize your fields. If it dries up, it doesn't look like that. Yossi Omer Mishi Yikshor. Yossi basically says the same thing as Rabbi Yehuda. Mishi Yikshor basically has become knots in your garbage. There's a different way of saying it. The Mefarshim says it's basically the same shear. When there's knots in the garbage, the garbage gets mixed up. I don't know, animals come, bugs come, intertwine all of the garbage one another. Then already people say you can start bringing your garbage out to that field because it's not capable of fertilizing your field properly. Bays. Hadkama mezavlin. Now, you said you're allowed to bring it out until a certain point, right? After a certain point in the year, let's say the middle of the winter or towards the end of the winter. Ad shalosh ashpasos lebeis ashpasos lebeis sa shal eser eser mashpelo shal eser lasa. So the Tanakhama says that you could take three amounts of garbage for a base saw. A saw is 50 ounces by 50 ounces. How much is in each garbage? It's 10 mashpalos and 10 bins of garbage, let's say. And each bin of garbage has a lesech, which is half a core, which is 15 saw. So therefore, 15 saw times 10 mashpalos be 150 saw, which would basically be, I'm sorry, yeah, 15 saw, which would be, right, which would be 150 saw, which would be five core. Mosifin ala mashpelos and mosifin ala shpasos, even, it does not exactly, it's not like I said, it's not exactly, it doesn't have to be exactly 10 letach, 10 chatzi cores in each. Doesn't have to be each garbage bin doesn't have to be exactly 15 saw. It could be a little more. People are not some of the doctors are not looking at this so much. But you can't bring out more garbage dumps. A whole garbage dump, 10 garbage bins. You can't. Shimon Omer Afal Ashpazos. Shimon has a unique sheet though that you can even bring more garbage dumped in a radius of an area, square area, 50 amos to 50 amos. Even more ashpasos. We're going to discuss Rabbi Shimon's shita, unique shita over here, as you're arguing on the previous Mishnah. say see you and Enoch Ben Sion coming up next.